broadcast of Wayne County versus Lincoln County High School football. It's homecoming night here in Lincoln County. If you tuned in at 5:30, we had a little technical difficulty. It was my bad. Weren't quite live, so we should be live now and working. Again, I'm joined here by some special guests tonight. My name is Brian Vance, as always with Tim Graley, but also Mr. John Vance, the experience on the group. I won't say age, I'll say experience.
Well, with age comes wisdom.
And we also have our special guest. That's right, the athletic director for Lincoln County, Chris. And okay, help me pronounce this, make sure I pronounce it right. It is Chris
Dormany.
I always say Dormay, and I'm like, I'm Dormany.
They've been messing up my whole life, so don't worry about it.
Well, we're glad to have you on this broadcast. It's nice to see a new athletic director. We've heard a lot of good things, some things about what we're trying to do to build Lincoln County youth sports, and our Lincoln County sports is what it should be.
Yeah, I mean, you want to build it from the ground up, and we're kind of old school here in Lincoln County in the sense that we're not going to get a lot of recruits in, and we're not going to lose a lot of students to recruiting. So we get the opportunity to really build them from the ground up, and I'll take that every day. So we're implementing that process. One of the main things we're focused on right now is obviously in football we're 0-4. We're really struggling in a lot of fall sports. We did last year as well. But the way we're going to change that is by really building school spirit. And if you're in our building during the day, you can feel it. Like even though we're 0-4, all the students are coming to the game, tonight. They're talking about it. They're excited. And in the past, you would hear kids, we're going to the Chapmanville game. We're going to the Logan game. They're not even coming to our own school's game.
Yeah.
At the pep rallies, kids are sitting down, not engaged. Today we had a 2.5-hour pep rally. The kids were on their feet the whole time. All 4 classes are battling in competitions. It came down to the last tug-of-war event. So it's just been really exciting. And I think if we build the school spirit, the wins will follow.
I agree with that 100%. We were talking here earlier today. Lincoln, like you said, struggling coming in, but do have a lot of youth on the team. It's a young team, which is a good problem to have because you can build. If you have an off-season conditioning program, that's where you start. Get those to build up, start seeing some success. As Timmy and I have been talking the last few games, for the offense, if they get a first down, focus on getting a first down. Then get a second, then get a third one, and start building that momentum up. We talked about Wayne coming in. They're 2-3 on the season, 3 straight losses, so they're struggling a little bit. Again, they lost a ton from last year on a really good team, so they're in the same boat, rebuilding a little bit through the youth. Now, the difference was Wayne's had some success, so they have that foundation, which is what you're and others here at the school are trying to start, to build that tradition and build that foundation.
Yeah, and 40% of our athletes in the fall, including football, are freshmen. So we have a lot of freshmen on campus. The local middle school sent us a lot of freshman athletes, and not only athletes, but kids that play multiple sports. So I'm also the track coach. I don't have to go and recruit kids from football to track because they all ran track in middle school. So I think that's, and last year in track, we were undefeated at home. So we're going to start to see that speed develop. When you look at speed tonight, you got Alex Banks, Cody Adkins, and Blade Atkins, 3 fastest guys on the field, I can guarantee you that. There's no one as fast. We got the 3 fastest guys on the field. So getting Blade back from injury, he played last week, looked pretty good, had some big breakout runs on the sideline. You start to figure out a way to get those 3 guys involved in the offense, and you're going to see things change, especially against a team like Wayne, who's a little bit more on our level. No, and I don't mean no disrespect to anyone, but we played Herbert Hoover, and we played some of these big-time schools. We got Nitro next week. It doesn't get any easier. So the kids are excited tonight about Wayne. They recognize that this is a game that, we're probably 7 to 14 point underdog, but you're at home on homecoming. That underdog, point spread starts to squeeze down a little bit, and you got an opportunity tonight. It's going to be exciting to see how it plays out.
That's what we talked about. I know Timmy talking about Herbert Hoover.
So I like it because, like you said, Lincoln County's playing Wayne, which is, I would imagine, all Wayne kids, on the team. And it's no disrespect to anybody, but like Hoover, there's a lot of kids from a lot of different areas on that team, and it's hard to compete with that. And hard to kind of get a judge of where you're at as a program when you're playing an all-star team for the most part.
Well, I'm glad to see the track coach here. I'm tickled to death that you're in here. When I was in school, of course, I'm not going to say when that was. That's couple of years ago.
Right.
But anyway, you know, if you win a senior and use track, people don't realize that, and they may not believe it. It will help your football program.
Oh, there's no question.
Absolutely.
But you know, some of the parents may not believe that. But parents, you're watching out there, I'm telling you, let your kid run track and support them in it, because it does help them in football.
Yeah, and in athletics altogether, we've went from 2A to 3A across the board.
Yes.
So now we're in there with the Nitros and the Winfields and the Herbert. Like, if you're not training in areas like track and field and cross country and wrestling, these are all universal sports, right? These are sports that it may not be your number one sport, but it's going to make you stronger for your main sport.
Yep.
That's something that our older junior and senior athletes struggle with right now.
Yeah.
We got a lot of juniors and seniors that play one sport, but the freshmen and sophomores coming up, they play 3 and 4 sports. And you're going to start to see that transpire into more and more wins as the years go on. So it's just exciting to see that coming up, and you know, looking forward to getting more kids athletically out for multiple. I mean, we should have 50, 60 kids on track.
Yes.
You know,
wow.
You look at a school like Bridgeport. I always use Bridgeport as an example because I coached up north for a few years. This is about 10 years ago. I saw Bridgeport building.
Yeah.
They had over 100 kids on the track team. I said, that school is going to be a problem.
Yep.
Now, all of a sudden, they win football, basketball. They're almost every sport across the board, they're top 10 because they just send. But it takes a lot of trust among your coaches. It takes the coaches to know each other, communicate with each other, talk, and feel comfortable with letting my soccer kids go to another sport for 3 months and not see them for a little while.
Yes.
And know that the other coach is going to train them the right way, get them in the weight room, send them back stronger and faster. And as we start to get more camaraderie with our coaches, that's when the wins will really start to come.
Yes. Well, it's like I said, my favorite sport is football. I admit that. But I love track. When I went and you started running, I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved going to track meets. I mean, I just love it. And people don't realize I can sit and watch. I watch track and field on TV, and I enjoy it. I mean, it's
we've said
it's
for
fun
years
to watch.
I've tried to say it for years. I'll say this about Coach Dormany: he will make you faster.
That's right.
I will guarantee you, every athlete out there, he will make you faster if you go out for track.
Yeah,
we talked about
and
Huntington.
and also better conditioning.
Well, we looked at Huntington High, like you said, with Bridgeport. When my daughter first started running, we went to a Huntington High track meet, and they had like the 200-meter. They had 4 heats that was just Huntington boys, 4 whole heats.
Yeah.
And sure enough, guess what? They started winning state titles in football.
Yeah.
Is it coincidence? I don't think so.
No.
And for non-track people, that's 32 athletes in one event.
Yes.
That's not the other 17 events.
Yeah, that's just
32
one
kids.
event. Like you said, they probably came out with 80 to 100.
Yeah.
And here we were sitting with 7. And boys and girls.
Yeah, and what is track and field? It's weightlifting and running.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's all it is testing yourself, looking yourself in the mirror. And I ran a 13 flat last week, and I want to run a 12.8 this week. I just want to see myself improve.
Yeah.
And it's a sport that everyone should be doing.
Yeah,
we joked about, I said in track, that is the one thing. Yes, you are competing against everyone else.
Yeah.
But you're really competing against yourself because, like you said, I might run a 13. Well, if I run a 12.8, then I improved. Yeah. I got better.
So when you're recruiting kids from other sports of track, what do you think is their first answer that they, you know, hey, Sally, you should come out for track this year? What do you think the first thing they say?
I'm not fast enough.
100%.
Yeah, I don't want to run.
And my thing is that I tell them, and I counter that with, no matter how fast you are, it's how fast you're going to be.
Yeah.
Well, as I tell people,
ease off of them.
I run track, and you can time me in the 40 with an hourglass. You know, but these other I run hurdle. Mm-hmm. You know, you don't have to be no 100 meter. It used to be 100 yard, but 100 meter sprinter or a 200 meter sprinter to run track. You got other ones. You got distances. You know, and which conditioning, all that.
We talked about it even.
They said field events in track. People don't realize that.
Well, we said, what would linemen do in track? Well, number one, you can get in better shape by running, but also. Shot put.
That's what I'm saying. A field events.
Guess what? If you ever see them guys do the discus, they better have some good footwork. They better have some good footwork when they do that.
Yeah. And we have a football coach that believes in track. I want to say that about Coach Brad. I mean, it's the wins aren't there right now, and they're pushing and struggling through it. But he's been consistent the last 2 years with we're going to get guys on track. We want guys out for track, and the numbers keep going up. And he knows as well as I do. The more we get of that, more kids we got going around the world, you're going to start to see more wins come through the program for sure.
Absolutely. Like I said, if you look at who our leaders are right now on offense, Jack Shull, sophomore.
Yeah.
You got Cody Aggins, who's a sophomore. Aiden Davis looks good at receiver and some running back, freshman. You've got, now we do have Blade and Alex. They're the seniors. They are. But we have a lot of youth, which is a good problem to have. It's a problem right now, but it's a good problem to have because that means you're just you're rebuilding.
Yep.
So hopefully we can build that program up.
And you guys are seeing Alex. What do you guys think about Alex? Because I know they're struggling to get him involved in the offense. He's more of a receiver type than a running back.
Yep.
You know, I tease him in the hall all the time because he runs track. I can get away with it. I just line up in the receiver pose because he's touching the ball like 3 games. I just line up in the hall like this. He smiles at me. But I think that, they're trying to find ways to get him involved in the game. And if they can, he's a guy that he might get tackled 4 times, but that 5th time, he's going to break one on you.
Well, Timmy talked about that earlier. He said we got to find a way to get him involved. I think tonight, we talked about it, I think tonight's going to be his coming out party. I mean, like I said, it's homecoming. I told them earlier, I said, I tried to get some insights on who's going to be homecoming king and queen. My daughter had nothing. I said, are they politicking, hon? You got to have no cookies, something. You got to give away. You got to politic to get that homecoming king or queen. We'll take just a quick break here and come back here with some more discussions on tonight's game.
Your support, we've tripled our goal by raising $338,000, enabling us to provide 15 area veterans with service dogs. We continue to encourage veterans in need of this life-changing assistance to apply for a Guardian Angels medical service dog by visiting ArmstrongOneWire.com/healingheroes and clicking Apply Now. Together, we can unleash the power to heal.
Sending files, watching your favorite shows, adjusting your smart thermostat, calling mom. There's so much you can do today, it's amazing. But how do you manage all that new technology? Armstrong gives you control of your home network and all the entertainment that makes your world go round. If you need help, we're easy to reach for support too, by phone, web, or at our service locations. Armstrong is here to make everything work for you. Armstrong, keeping you connected.
Your total automotive experience is waiting on the Thornhill Motor Mile.
Hey, it's Sydney and Nathan. At Thornhill, we're here to serve you, our family, friends, neighbors, and community. Together for over 25 years of service, we've helped keep the wheels rolling and look forward to serving you for your next automotive experience.
We are Thornhill Auto Group, with miles of cars from West Virginia to Kentucky.
Come visit us today on the Thornhill Motor Mile,
where your total automotive experience is waiting.
Southern West Virginia Health System.
Emily, why are you always listening to sad music? What is your problem?
What, are you in a depressive episode or something?
I've just been feeling really down lately. Yeah, and you guys are supposed to be her friends. Your mental health isn't a joke, Emily. You can talk to us.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're here for you. I'm sorry.
Talk to your friends and family about your mental health.
Your total automotive experience is waiting on the Thornhill Motor Mile.
Hey, it's Sydney and Nathan. At Thornhill, we're here to serve you, our family, friends, neighbors, and community. Together for over 25 years of service, we've helped keep the wheels rolling and look forward to serving you for your next automotive experience.
We are Thornhill Auto Group, with miles of cars from West Virginia to Kentucky.
Come visit us today on the Thornhill Motor Mile,
where your total automotive experience is waiting.
From the beginning, for every age, and through every stage of life, your health matters. We want to help you, empower you, to play an active role in your health, because we have a goal of helping you live your healthiest life. Our doors are open to every member of the community at a primary care clinic near you. We are always accepting new patients. Southern West Virginia Health System.
Your total automotive.
I would like to welcome everyone again here at Panther Field on the beautiful campus of Lincoln County High School for tonight's game between the Lincoln County Panthers and the Wayne Pioneers. You know, I was looking here at some of the Metro News games. You know, we got tonight some big games from teams we play, coming up. I mean, there's a bunch of big games tonight if you look. Again, we talked about earlier, the Bridgeport Juggernaut play Fort Hill, Maryland Sentinels. They'll play anybody up there. Yeah. I mean, that is a program going on up there. I'm trying to see who we've got left. Nitro plays Point Pleasant tonight. I'm taking Nitro in that one.
Yes.
And the points.
Yeah, Ripley beat Point earlier, so yeah.
Hoover plays South Charles tonight. Team, I'm going to take Hoover in the points again.
That might be a decent game.
Yeah, South Charleston has improved this year. Trying to look here. Sissonsville comes up. They play Pikeview tonight.
Okay, yeah.
Future opponent of ours. Ripley's playing Roane County. That one could be a good game.
Yeah, that's probably a rival deal there. So
you know how those go. And Brooke, who beat us last week, plays East Liverpool Ohio Potters. But, I'm going to say to Chris, I thought what they did, the coaching staff last week after the Brooke game, kept them up there, and it's in the W football game. I know it wasn't a good game, but it was pretty cool to let the kids go up and experience that. If you're going to travel that far, let's have something else in it, And like I was telling the folks here, if you got a chance, my daughter's a cheerleader, and she was telling me today's pep rally, and she was excited 3 days before, that the pep rally's coming up, and that's something we didn't hear before.
Yeah.
So like you said, we're building some school spirit here. I told people, these kids need to play the chip on their shoulder.
Yeah.
Just because from Lincoln County, so what? You're going to have to bring your A game to beat us.
Yeah. And I know a lot of people don't see the pep rally, they see the game, but that's where it starts. I mean, you got to get the spirit involved. You got to get kids involved. You got to make students that aren't on the team want to be on the team, want to be at the game, and you're just starting to see all that change at our school, and it's a lot of it is credit to our principal. I mean, he came in last year after the school year started, which is never easy for a person in charge because it's already rolling.
Yep.
And he just had the approach right away where you felt that you had pressure on your shoulders before, and you tend to just do what you got to do from 8 to 3, and you're out of here when you have a lot of pressure. And he came in and really took that pressure off our shoulders, and you're starting to see teachers get involved in more things, teachers staying after school, doing the extra stuff. And in the reverse situation, you're almost begging teachers to stay after school, and nobody wants to do it. But now people are volunteering. So it's not just the students, it's the staff, and he's really changing it. I've been an educator for 20 years. I had one principal in Florida that really stood out to me. And he was a military guy. And in the military, it's all about morale, which is like school spirit in school. And he said, we're not winning in any sport right now, but we will be in 3 or 4 years because all we're going to do is pump up the school spirit. Now, at the time, I didn't know if I believed him because I'd never seen it. But he did just that. The spirit started taking off. We've had student sections 400 or 500 students deep in the stands. Teams started winning. Our test scores even went up from the school spirit.
Oh, nice.
And I realized from him, you can have meeting after meeting about test scores or how to get the football team better, how to get kids to class on time, and get kids to get their grades up. But if you get that school spirit going, all that stuff takes care of itself.
Well, that's the one thing, and Timmy and I and Diane will tell you, that's one thing we've tried to do here. You also have to have the community support.
Yep.
I hate to say this, where everybody talks about it. We need a facility over here, like a field house over here. Well, one way to do that, we've joked about it. I said, guys, if 1,000 people donate $50 a year, that's $50,000, folks.
Yeah.
$50 a year, that's $50,000. Well, 5 years, you got a beautiful facility out here.
Yeah.
Then we can move on to something else. If just 1,000. So what if population in Lincoln County is 20-some thousand people? What if 5,000 people did that?
Yeah.
$50 a year, and people go, that doesn't seem right. Do the math, folks. That's all it takes. And next thing you know, you got a beautiful field house here. That old adage from Field of Dreams: if you build it, they will come.
They will come. Yeah.
We got a nice field here. We've got some nice bleachers. We just need to keep that momentum going.
Yeah.
We've talked about with a new baseball facility.
Yeah.
And softball facilities out here. Hey, they're doing better. Do you think that's a coincidence?
Yeah.
They got a nice facility they can practice in, and they do it all year round.
Inside too, an inside facility.
Yes, an inside facility. So
Which
they do
is incredible.
They do it all year round. So guess what? You're starting to see some success. It's not coincidence, folks.
Yeah.
Give them something to work at and let the kids work.
Yep.
Timmy and I have talked about that before, and we tell the parents we appreciate them. The ones that do make that sacrifice for the kids to say, hey, they're going to lift weights after school. I don't care. I'll make sure to be able to pick them up. I'll take them to these practices. I'll be there for them. It means a lot to a kid when you got somebody supporting you.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. And when you got the community behind you, and you got businesses start putting up signs and all this, man, it's great. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Years ago when it was Hamlin, Duval, Guy Valley, I know Hamlin was in the playoffs, and Channel 3 News did a WSAZ broadcast that night. There was a guy walking down the center of the street, and Maine Hamlin, he goes, welcome to Hamlin, West Virginia, a nice little bustling town normally. But tonight we're here in the middle of the street, and there's no one here because they're all at the game.
Yeah.
And we still got a lot of fan support, which is good. Kids like to see that. You know, Timmy said, was it last year for the opening game when your stepson said they came out and the hillside was full?
No, that was the first game.
The first game.
Yeah.
He said it was awesome.
Yeah, he said it was cool to see. You know, just talking to him, they did like having, you know, a good crowd out, which everybody, you know, if you play at a sport, you want to have a good audience to show off in front of. You know, the practices are hard, so the game's easy. So that's kind of the philosophy I went by when I played sports. You know, I practiced really hard to make the game easier. Yep. Well, not easier, but it's fun.
It's fun.
It's a game, you know.
Yeah.
But if you put the work in leading up to it.
And like I say, you know, people remember Singway when Hamlin, you know, we wasn't the playoffs, you know, and all that when Joey was playing. My younger son, his younger brother. I think it was, Channel 3 or 13-1 come up here to do the Friday night game. And if you're familiar with Hamlin, when you come down, it used to be a red light.
That's why I said that.
Yeah,
that's what I said when he went through there.
He said, and he was standing right in the middle of the street at Hamlin up there, like at 6:30 or something like that. He said, you could come in here and rob the town of Hamlin right now because nobody's around to stop you. Okay. He said, because everybody is at the ball game, and that's the way it was. It was a big crowd.
Still have
the whole community was there, and certain cause, you know, and supporting the program, and we was winning, making the playoffs.
And I'll say
it was single A. I realize that, but
you'll still have a good crowd here tonight.
I think we'll have a good crowd. We've had some good crowds.
So you know, we got people that are waiting.
Yep.
And so I look at these kids and say, kids, this off season, we've joked about it, guys. I'd love to tell you that football's won in August, September, October, November. It is not. It's won in December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July.
Yep.
That's when football is won. Games are won, and that off season, bigger, faster, stronger.
Yeah.
You can have a heart of a lion if you're just not very strong, and the guy is. He's going to win that battle most of the time.
Yep. That's why I ask people, I say, when does football season start? Like they said, you know, they get, well, usually in August. I said, wrong. I said, when does next year's football season start? Well, it'll start next August when they'll start practicing. I said, no, that's not when it starts. When's that? I said, when the last game ends this year, that's when next year's season starts.
Yeah,
what do you mean? I said, you got to start working for next year, getting in shape, working, and keep working, lifting weights, you know, and running. And that's what builds your programs. And kids will do that if you instill in them and get to, like you was talking about the spirit, getting it back to the kids. And they'll want to do that work.
And you said a minute ago the word support, and that's the key. When the community comes, every person that comes through the gate and pays for a ticket, that goes into the football program.
Right.
That allows them to get extra equipment, or, you know, there's certain equipment for training you want to get, not even for the game. You want to get training equipment and weight room stuff and all that built up. So when the community's involved, it really helps. So we've done really two things. One, we've got the social media going. We're posting videos every day.
Yep.
Kids are taking pictures. And really that's for two reasons. One, the students love it. They want to be on the social media. They get a kick out of it, you know. They're all into that, even 10 times more than we are, believe it or not. And it also gets the parents involved. The parents can see what's going on. They share stuff. We keep them in tune with what's going on. And also with the football games, we put in dress-up nights. You know, so like next week against Nitro's a neon night. Tonight's homecoming, so it's just, you know, black and blue spirit. But they like to dress up stuff, and that gets them out. Just something to get them to want to come to the game and keep them coming, because all that money just goes right back into the football program, and it's only going to be beneficial to them.
Well, that's what we said about this. I said, as we get doing this more and more, this is what we want to see. Crowd, I want y'all out here. I'll throw away T-shirts, everything else. If we get the kids out here, I want you yelling.
Well, there they are.
And here they come with the homecoming parade coming
That's why we have no kids behind us, because they're all in the parade.
Yeah, they're on the homecoming parade.
We might have 100 behind us here in about 5 minutes.
It is pretty cool, though, to see still having homecoming parades. I like that.
I would always complain because other towns will do it like Saturday after the game, or they'll do it like Monday or Sunday before, and I'm like, no, you got to do it right. It's got to roll into the game.
It absolutely.
It's part of that excitement going.
Yeah, because they're all going to come through the gate in 5 minutes, you know.
Yeah, you get to see everybody dressed up. I mean, it's part of it.
Yep.
It's kind of small town, right?
Now those guys in the suits on some of those beds are really daring. It's a little too hot for me in a suit right now.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Yeah, we were looking here earlier. I'll tell you, folks, again, talking about Wayne coming in here, like I said, they beat Tulsa 33-6, beat Scott in a close game 16-9, and then lost to a really good Mingo Central 28-7, lost to Logan 32-6, and then last week lost to Sherman 29-30. So they're reeling a little bit coming in. Again, it looks like if Lincoln County wants to win this ball game, you're going to have to stop Caden Hayton, senior, with 77 carries, 511 yards in the season, 7 touchdowns, average 6.6 yards per carry. That's who you're going to have to stop. Now, they do have Jaden Wayman, another senior, with 208 yards, and Dante Worrell, kind of the three-headed monster they got, with 174 yards. Passing, again, not saying they can't. They got a sophomore and freshman listed as a quarterback. One has 77 yards, one has 61. So definitely not coming in thinking, okay, they're going to air this and throw out 5 wide. It's going to be a ground and pound. We're going to run the football on you, and if we win the line of scrimmage, we're going to win the ball game.
Yeah, Wayne's always been known for their running team. Through the last 20 years,
powerhouse running.
They've always been a running team. But they can, we seen last year, they can throw it a little bit, but expect a lot of running.
Yeah, they lull you into it, don't they? They really do lull you. We joked, I was talking to, Coach Gibson up at Duval, and we've did a couple of their middle school games, and he's like, hey, don't give away my offense now, because it's run the unbalanced line, loading up more people at the point of attack than you can block. I said, yeah, but aren't you lulling people to sleep? He goes, again, don't give away my secrets now, because you start to key up on that. When you do, he'll bop one on you. And, again, they're having a great season. I just saw them beat Richwood a couple nights ago for their homecoming. I shocked when we played Richwood and went, you got Richwood to come down there? I used to know the coach. Okay, so I'm afraid Duval's got to go back there next year. Folks, if you've ever been to Richwood, that's a 3-hour drive easy on a bus.
Oh, yeah, it's beautiful up there, though.
But it was a good game. I told them, I said, I thought when Richwood came off, they had 13 players, but they were large. I'm like, Coach? He goes, well, we're going to see. And Duval starts fumbling the football like they've done against, we filmed them in Hamlin this year. End up with a big lead at half, end up winning the ball game pretty handily, but could have been better if they would just kept the ball. Turnovers are killing them, which is the same thing's happened in Lincoln County in a few games this year. As we said, Jack, who's a sophomore, he's learning. And one thing about Jack Shull, folks, smart kid. Super smart kid. And he'll grow, and you've seen it done every game. But the one thing that kills you in a football game, turnovers. I heard a stat once.
Oh, yeah. Turnovers and penalties, right?
Like 70% of the games won is a team who had the least amount of turnovers, which is an unheard of statistic. But it's the truth. Yeah. You can't keep giving the team opportunities. If you do, a good offense will kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the trouble when you have a lot of underclassmen, when you have a lot of freshmen and sophomores, you're going to have penalties, you're going to have mistakes, and you're going to have turnovers. But as they're freshmen and sophomores, but we're about halfway through the season now, so they should start to upgrade to sophomores and juniors real quick.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And a game like this is going to be the one where we're going to find out. Now, how you stop the 6.7 per carry?
That's going to be it right here.
Keep them off the field.
Keep them off the field.
I mean, you run the football, you keep that clock moving.
So, Chris, I got to say, did you throw the 6-7 in there on purpose?
Did I say 6-7?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, man. I still don't know what that means.
I don't either.
Kids at home are saying
I don't either.
It's been going on. It's been going on for a year.
Yeah, I have no clue.
Yeah.
Well, we're old. We don't understand the language.
I probably just put it out of style by doing it like on here.
Oh, you probably did. Everybody just went, geezer's using it now. We're not going to use it anymore. But again, we talked about you got Hayden Davis, who's coming in rushing with he's got 32 yards, but he's only had 9 carries. Cody Aggins, 44 carries, 103 yards. Richie, another one we haven't mentioned tonight, only has a couple carries, but he's averaging 18.5 yards. We might have to give him the ball. Blade, who, like we said, has been injured most of the year. 1 game played, 8 carries for 6.4 yards. If I'm not mistaken, the game he played was Brooke or Hoover. Was it Brooke? He came
Blade?
In. Yep.
Brooke.
Yeah. So averaging 6.4 yards, that's a big advantage that we needed back.
Yeah, and him and Alex Banks go toe-to-toe. I mean, in terms of speed, so.
Well, I can tell you right now, just looking here, and I don't know how much he gets to play, but that Clayton Mosley, I mean, we seen him last year in middle school. He's an athlete, that kid is.
He is an athlete. He just brings it every single game. And another one, we talked about local receiving here. We get Alex Banks has got 50 yards receiving. Cody Aggins looks like 129. Hayden Davis, 35. Richie, 45. So, again, you're seeing a lot of guys getting involved, which is what you want. We just got to get them up to speed real quickly. And like you said, you see these losses here, not that we would have won the ball games, but having Blade in the game would have been a big difference. Yeah. You can't take an athlete like that off the field and not feel it.
Well, and the senior leadership there, too. I mean, that goes a long way, having a senior on the field with a lot of underclassmen, to try to get them in position, that can mean a lot to the team.
To the seniors, almost, you're passing on a legacy right now, and it's your leadership that's going to build this program for the next 3 years.
Yeah.
So you can come back and go, I started this. Yeah. I started this right here.
Yeah, and a guy in Cody Adkins, he's going to be a guy he's doing well right now, but he's a little bit under the radar. But he's averaging 30 yards a game rushing, 38 receiving. So he's a sophomore.
Yes.
So you start to project that out going forward. He's a track guy. He's going to be getting faster and faster every year. He's a guy that can put up 100 yards rushing and 100 receiving game after game on average by his senior year.
Yes, absolutely. I agree with that 100%.
So, he's got good hands out of the backfield. He can take a screen pass to the house at any time.
Yep.
He's just young. But he's a guy, and I've talked to him today, I said the second half of the season, when we're not playing Nitro and Herbert Hoover every week, you're going to go from 2.4 carry to about 4.5 real fast.
Just like that.
And those numbers are going to go flying up and keep pushing, man.
Yeah, like tonight. I think tonight you'll see this.
You'll get to see a little bit of we was fortunate enough, a lot of these kids we've watched from to the time they was small. So I remember calling Cody's number a lot whenever he played over at Guyan Valley. So it's kind of what you alluded to earlier. We get to watch these kids grow up. They're homegrown, we get to keep them here and watch them grow and develop into good athletes and good human beings.
And I tell you, folks, if you're watching this and you hear us talking sometimes and you don't know what we're talking about, especially since West Virginia made it legal in high school and middle school, the NIL, the transfer stuff has really gotten a little bit out of hand, in my opinion, in West Virginia, in all sports, really. But like we talked about at Hoover, and this is taking nothing away from Hoover, but they probably had 4 or 5 kids that weren't from there.
Yeah,
it's key starters.
But and
they're not doing anything wrong. I'm not criticizing them for doing anything illegal. They're doing what everybody else is doing. I talked to a guy once at a golf scramble from Martinsburg. I said, "Man, what's the secret to this juggernaut y'all got up there?" And he went, I said, "Well, every program needs money." He goes, "Man, we got a lot of kids from other states come in here." Yeah. And I said, "Well, it shows."
Well, and on the other side, you got to look at it. If you're going up against that, you can kind of see where you stand. You're playing the best, so you can get a line of where you need to grow at. So, use it to your advantage.
Absolutely.
Well, and you have coaches around the state too that get upset with the transfer rule. They're able to transfer almost at any time you want to. But I look at it as, don't get upset. That's just showing you something about your program. If everyone's leaving, it highlights a problem that you have that you need to figure out.
Yeah.
I grew up in Florida but came to school in West Virginia and went back, but I'm here for good now, pretty much. Yeah. And it seems like in Florida, where it's a lot of big cities, things would happen in Florida about 10 years before West Virginia. Now, that's closer now with the internet and all that stuff. But, they had the recruiting thing and the transfer thing for years before I came here. And the first year is chaos because kids are just flooding out of your program or flooding in.
Yeah.
If they're flooding out, you got a problem you got to solve.
Yeah.
If they're flooding in, you're already doing something right.
Yeah, they want to be there.
By year 2 or 3, it settles down because you're not going to have 80 kids flood into your program and sit on the bench for 3 years.
Yeah.
Some of those kids are going to flood in, realize, okay, I'm not playing here. They're going to flood back out, and eventually it all shakes out. But at first, it is a little crazy, and we're still in that crazy 2-3 year window, but it'll calm down.
But I think that's where your school spirit,
Absolutely.
If you start getting some momentum rolling your way and make it fun to come to school at Lincoln County, get involved. And you got the DJ out here. I'm sure that'll grow.
If y'all not been to a game, folks, and you don't see this,
it's cool. It's like I was down on the side. What was it? The Hoover game, running the sideline camera, and he was down there, getting all hyped up. Now I was dancing a little bit. I'm glad y'all didn't catch it, but
me too. The first game, we were up on our little perch up there, and I'm up here doing this number.
Yeah.
Well, before the NIL come in and everything, you could recruit. The private schools in the state could recruit.
Absolutely.
They won the state championship because they, like I say, one school in particular, they had 65 kids. They was a single A school. Had 65 kids out for football.
Mm-hmm.
You know how many of them was from the state of West Virginia? One.
We saw it one time. We're like, man, this was like a college roster here. Come on, man. Really? Are you kidding me?
But there's two ways to look at that. You can be like, well, they're just that much better than me. Or, hey, I'm going to prove something to them here now.
Exactly right.
And if I don't that time, you know, I'm going to work. When the season's over, I'm going to work hard. I'm going to get on the track team. I'm going to run cross country, and I'm going to get stronger and faster. And I'll show them next year what I can do.
Well, and then we're talking about just football here, but since it is fall, and actually Lincoln County sports, soccer team's done well. Boys and girls had some recent success. The volleyball team, again, improving, getting better. You're looking at a new basketball coach coming in for both boys and girls. The boys program, again, he's building a foundation. The girls program has potential to be something special.
Yeah.
They really do. Maybe not so much in the next couple of years, but in the next 3 years, we can have some really, really good girls basketball team.
Yeah, and you know, there's on a side note too, there's been a lot of rumbling when I first started, because I just started a few months ago as athletic director, a lot of rumblings among the coaches about being in the conference we're in. Mm-hmm. Conferences, we're playing Herbert Hoover, playing Winfield, playing Nitro, Ripley's even a problem, Point Pleasant's coming in. I think there's a couple other schools trying to get in that will be tough for us, you know, but it's like they're in our region as well. So it's like you need to be playing those teams, because all they're going to do is make you better. Because you're going to look and say, man, last week, the week against Herbert Hoover, we're down 18-0 in the first 2 minutes of the game.
Yeah,
it's like, but that's where we have to get to.
Yeah,
we've got to be able to catch up to them and match up with them and make that a game.
Yeah, you got to get on that same the speed. I mean, so yeah, you may take a few lumps. Yeah. You might, but you need to. That's your grading point. Hey.
And they're good in everything. Those schools.
Yeah.
Winfield and Herbert Hoover, they're good in everything.
Yeah, so you should look up to that and strive to get to there. Yep. You know, if they're beating you down, get mad and join. You know, like I said, join the track team. Get
what are they doing?
Yeah, what are they doing
that we're not?
Yeah, study into it and get into it.
Well, that's like I always say. To be good, you got to beat good.
Yeah.
Yep, that's true.
You can't beat these weekends. Be good, you got to beat good.
Well, I'll tell you, and I'll tell Coach Dorman here, when we built the track, and we talked about somebody building on success. You know, the track team had some success last year with my daughter, who ran track and ran in a parking lot out here. She graduates a bit of track, and she always says this day, she goes, I had something to do with that. I said, you did have something to do with that, because you kept the track program going, and now you're looking. And I joked, I said, she goes, I think we'd have had more people run track back then if we'd have had a track. You know, if we'd have had somewhere that they were driving Coach Watts to Huntington a couple nights a week to actually practice on a track, because I know the first meet her senior year, she was running the 300 hurdles, and she was supposed to be pretty decent at it. I won't lie to you. I thought, okay, she's going to be pretty good in this. She gets to the curve, and she's like next to last. She kicked it and finished second. After the race, I said, what was going on? She goes, Dad, I'll be honest with you. I got to the curve and went, oh. I was used to just running on this.
She stayed back too much, huh?
So the rest of the year, she had some pretty good success going, okay, now I got this timing down a little bit.
Well, they say you logged the most miles on this track since its opening.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, that's what the rumor is.
Well, that's
you can come out here anytime and see you walking around the track.
Yeah, that's a lie right there.
Well,
Timmy's doing that one. I'll give Timmy doing that one.
I've got Lions Club field wrapped up on that.
Do you?
Oh yeah. Well, I've got a path over there. They named that track after me over there.
Is that what they did? Yeah. The Greatly track. We'll take a quick break here, and we'll come back with some picks of some games tonight, and then we'll get ready for our contest tonight. So we'll see you in just a few.
Enabling us to provide 15 area veterans with service dogs. We continue to encourage veterans in need of this life-changing assistance to apply for a Guardian Angels medical service dog by visiting ArmstrongOneWire.com/healingheroes and clicking Apply Now. Together, we can unleash the power to heal.
Sending files, watching your favorite shows, adjusting your smart thermostat, calling mom. There's so much you can do today, it's amazing. But how do you manage all that new technology? Armstrong gives you control of your home network and all the entertainment that makes your world go round. If you need help, we're easy to reach for support too, by phone, web, or at our service locations. Armstrong is here to make everything work for you. Armstrong, keeping you connected.
Your total automotive experience is waiting on the Thornhill Motor Mile.
Hey, it's Sydney and Nathan. At Thornhill, we're here to serve you, our family, friends, neighbors, and community. Together for over 25 years of service, we've helped keep the wheels rolling and look forward to serving you for your next automotive experience.
We are Thornhill Auto Group, with miles of cars from West Virginia to Kentucky,
Come visit us today on the Thornhill Motor Mile,
where your total automotive experience is waiting.
Southern West Virginia Health System.
Emily, why are you always listening to sad music? What is your problem?
What, are you in a depressive episode or something?
I've just been feeling really down lately. Yeah, and you guys are supposed to be her friends. Your mental health isn't a joke, Emily. You can talk to us.
Thank you. Yeah, we're here for you. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Talk to your friends and family about your mental health.
Your total automotive experience is waiting on the Thornhill Motor Mile.
Hey, it's Sydney and Nathan. At Thornhill, we're here to serve you, our family, friends, neighbors, and community. Together for over 25 years of service, we've helped keep the wheels rolling and look forward to serving you for your next automotive experience.
We are Thornhill Auto Group, with miles of cars from West Virginia to Kentucky,
Come visit us today on the Thornhill Motor Mile,
where your total automotive experience is waiting.
From the beginning, for every age, and through every stage of life, your health matters. We want to help you, empower you to play an active role in your health because we have a goal of helping you live your healthiest life. Our doors are open to every member of the community at a primary care clinic near you. We are always accepting new patients. Southern West Virginia Health System.
Your total automotive experience is waiting on the Thornhill Motor Mile.
Hey, it's Sydney and Nathan. At Thornhill, we're here to serve you, our family, friends, neighbors, and community. Together for over 25 years of service, we've helped keep the wheels rolling and look forward to serving you for your next automotive experience.
We are Thornhill Auto Group.
And we'd like to welcome everyone back again. This is the pregame show for tonight's game between Lincoln County and Wayne. The Pioneers coming in here, again with a 2-3 record. So, like all game days, we got to do some picks. Yeah. Okay? Let's pick some high school games here.
Oh,
we've already talked about a few of them. Okay? I tell you what, we can even go to 4A to pick some of these.
Keep it local. Keep it local.
We'll find some good games here. We're looking.
Who's Chapmanville got?
Well, first off in AAA.
Okay.
Let's find some little AAAs. But see, Cabell Midland's played in St. Francis de Sales out of Ohio. We can't pick that one.
Yeah.
Can't pick that one.
Midland's down.
Well, St. Albans, AAA 0-5.
Oh, we're going to be playing St. Albans.
Taking on Hurricane, 0-5.
Okay.
Yeah, this could be both of them looking for the first win tonight.
Where's it at? Don't know.
I think it's at Hurricane.
Okay.
So, because of that, I'm taking the Redskins.
I'm taking Hurricane.
Oh. You going to get the Red Dragons here?
Yeah, I'm going to stand out here. So the Red Dragons, man, don't let the record fool you. They are very talented.
Yeah, it's the same way with Hurricane. You see it 0-5, but they play a lot of good teams.
This isn't 2024 Hurricane. We're talking.
That's true.
Lost a lot.
They lost a ton.
And St. Albans. They ain't won a game, but don't let that record fool you. They got a good football team. They got a really good coach over there.
Are you ready for another big one? Number 3 in 4A, Huntington Highlanders, taking on number 10 in 3A, Capital.
Oh, Huntington.
Both 3-1.
I don't care,
Huntington?
Yeah.
Capital has improved, but I'm going to stick with that on this one. Probably go.
Oh man, so yeah, I'm going to go against you guys again. So Capital, man, they've got the old blood back up there. They got the old coach that led them to their last state championship. He's putting some pride back into the Cougars.
I'll tell you what, it's a Metro News game of the week.
Yeah.
I think there's a reason for that. I think it's going to be a good game.
Yeah, I'll take Charleston over
and it
Huntington.
Is at Capital.
Charleston over Huntington.
Huntington.
What are we calling that? The battle for 64? Yeah.
Probably is. How about this one? Number 3, Princeton, 4-0, taking on number 12, Winfield, 3-1.
Okay. I'll probably go and agree with you guys on this one.
Probably Princeton. Who's Princeton and Winfield? Winfield 3-1, Princeton 4-0.
Winfield.
I'm taking Princeton on this.
I'm taking Princeton. Princeton's tough. That quarterback they got, is it Baker?
Yeah,
he is the real deal.
He's the real deal.
The real deal.
We'll pick a couple more of these here. I don't know about that one. Let's see here. Hey, we got some teams we got coming up. 2 and 3, ranked number 20 in AA Sissonsville, against number 15 in AA, 3 and 1 Pikeview.
Man,
I don't know what Pikeview has. Our Sissonsville guy here, come on, you got to take Sissonsville in this one. You're a Sissonsville man. Come on.
I probably will. They're coming off. They beat Ravenswood last week. Got their first win of the season earlier this year. Lost a heartbreaker to Sherman. Could be setting up 3 wins right now.
Yep.
I'm going to keep my Indians on this one.
I think I'm going to go with Pikeview. I really don't know a lot about them, but
I don't either. But for that reason,
I'm going to take Pikeview.
I'm not for sure a Pikeview schedule. I'm taking the Sissonsville in.
Another new coach in Sissonville. But this cat here, just like Coach Chris, man, they're starting to turn the stuff around in Sissonville, in the Ville. And Lincoln County will be going there on the Halloween trick-or-treat 31st.
Is it the 31st?
And I will be there, probably wearing some LC and Ville gear, so be on the lookout for Tim there.
Well, let's see here. Hey, a local game here, Logan and Clay County. Logan 4-0, Clay County 3-2.
This is your grandpa's Logan team here. Logan is back, son. Logan
he's
is
calling
back.
Is back.
Logan is going to make a deep run into the playoffs this year.
I have to go with Logan. I wanted to go with Clay County, but
I don't even care where that game's at. You can play that game on the parking lot up in Clay, and Logan is whooping that tail.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see. I don't see. Chapmanville may be open this week.
They might be, but just a quick. We got some LC.
No, here they go. Chapmanville 4-0 taking on Tulsa 2-3.
Yeah, Chapmanville.
Tulsa, who beat this team out here.
Yeah, Chapmanville, hands down. Chapmanville, they've got a football program going down there right now. They are rolling. They got this Kovac running back. Man, he is a stud.
Yeah, they recruited well.
And then they're good.
Well, before we pick the Lincoln County game,
I'll go Chapmanville.
Before we pick this game, I got to do it. We got to go at least 1 or 2 college games.
Okay.
Mountaineers.
Yeah.
Playing tonight.
Don't do that, Brian.
BYU.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or at BYU.
That's going to end Saturday morning.
How many points does that you get beat by?
Well,
struggling right now. But hey, starting a freshman quarterback because the other 2 are hurt.
I'm going to go out on a limb here. It's going to be less than 14.
Less than 14 in BYU. What are you saying?
Oh, BYU's going to win the ball game. West Virginia, we don't have no quarterback.
How much?
It's going to be.
You give me 14, I take the Mountaineers.
Ooh.
I'm going to say by 17. BYU will win by 17.
Don't give me the 14.
Okay. I'll give you the 14.
All right, I'll take West Virginia.
I'll give you the 14. Okay, then lastly, tonight's game. Wayne, again, a couple wins, but coming off 3 losses. Homecoming night here in Lincoln County, looking for its first win. What do we think here?
I love Lincoln County. I live and die. My heart's here. I'm born and raised here. Everything. But I gotta play smart.
Taking the Pioneers.
Yeah, I got to go with Wayne. I don't want to, but I think it just got a little better program working now, and we're trying to get there, and we will get there. But right now, Wayne's ahead of us.
He's taking Wayne. That surprises me, John. You're
I know.
Born and raised here.
Yeah. So
I'm an import.
He's an import. Let's see who he takes.
So I was going to say earlier, JV, your initials didn't stand for junior varsity. They stand for varsity. You're Mr. Varsity, John.
Mr. Varsity.
And I like that pick, but I'm going to go with Wayne too, Brian.
I have to, yeah.
No faith on homecoming night here.
I know. We are heart hurts, but you got to go with the brain.
I know. The brain's telling me. The brain is saying pick Wayne. But I'm looking at our boys just walking out through here. It's homecoming night.
They look good, the white
We're looking for our first win. I think tonight I'm calling the upset.
Oh.
In a close one. Very close game. Lincoln County pulls it out in the 4th quarter.
Well, I talked to Vegas, and Vegas said take Wayne.
Well, what does Vegas ain't right all the time? Okay,
Yeah.
Vegas is not right all the time.
Vegas. What does they always say? Vegas knows something.
But hey,
Vegas knows something.
So when you was talking about running hurdles, John, the only thing I was picturing was you running out of 10 mile on a dirt road with bare feet, hurdling dogs.
Well, I've had to do that.
In the snow. In the snow.
I had to do that. I had to get away from dogs going walking 3 miles up a holler after a ball game on Friday night, and the dog's coming out on you. I always grab my armful of rocks and throw at it.
And that's a nice throwing. He's pitching too.
Yeah,
Got a pitcher too.
No, we didn't have a baseball team, so I couldn't play. We didn't have one.
Well, hey, before we cut this broadcast off here real quick, because we got to head upstairs to our booth here, I got to say a little special shout out. I'm looking at him right now. New coach at Lincoln County High School, Coach May.
Yeah.
Basketball program. Look forward, because we're going to do a.
Yeah, when is that?
I don't know. It's going to be a midnight type practice that we're going to blow this up.
When's the midnight practice?
What night is that, Coach? I don't know what night that is, but I tell you what, folks. Listen, working hard. He got the boys working hard, playing some fall basketball. Yeah. Going to build this program back up, so we're tickled to death to see Coach May.
I know it's in November, so the plan is Coach May's all on board, and it made my year. So this is my Christmas present.
It is your Christmas present.
So we're going to do a meet the team midnight madness practice. Coach May has agreed to. Possibly maybe get a walk through the locker room, look at the uniforms.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Which I don't know if you guys seen the video. New uniforms for the Panther basketball team this year. Man, looks really sharp.
Looks sweet, doesn't it?
Looks sweet, but going to be a young group coming back.
Again, a young group, but we're building. They're working hard. And that's what you need.
And I know there's one kid. I hope he's playing basketball, and it's this Clayton Mosley, because we said it last year, watching him play over at Guyan Valley. I'm picking him to start any of my teams, because that kid's
athlete, hard,
and he plays hard.
Well, again, folks, we thank you for watching this broadcast. Stay tuned here at 7:30 for the kickoff for the homecoming night, LCHS versus Wayne. Hope the folks at Wayne tune in to watch this broadcast again. Takes at 7:30. So on behalf of all the folks at Armstrong, John Vance, Tim Grayley, I think Athletic Director Chris Dormany coming in to talk to us. Hope you sit around, go and get you something to eat, get everything taken care of, and get ready to kick back and watch a great football game.
Wayne's Barbecue.
And we'll look forward to seeing you in just a few.